Hello, Positive Filter listeners, followers, subscribers, all that. I just wanted to come on here real quick as Philip Wilkerson, do a quick recap in regards to a conference I just attended this week, as well as some updates. Before I get into it, let me share some updates with everyone. For those that are members of Eastern Ace, I just want to let you know that due to unforeseen circumstances, Bob and I are not available. And so we will be rescheduling our Eastern Ace conversations with Bob that was scheduled to go out later today. We will reschedule that for a future date. And so I just want to keep you on board with that and what's going on. So for those that are, listening or following the Eastern Ace conversations with Bob and Phil, be on the lookout for a new date. We apologize for the inconvenience. Next, just wanted to share for those that are members of Eastern Ace that we're doing a decentering of self, how that shows up, self awareness shows up in these systems. For those that are Eastern Ace members, this is free. For those that are non members, it's $50. But I will say that this training is applicable to all higher ed professionals and professionals of that in general. So I'll make sure to put the links in the comments of this video for those that want to check that out. I think it's going to be a great presentation. I'm actually looking forward to it about dismantling these systems that we're in with self-awareness. So I'm really excited for that. Next, if you're going to the conference, Eastern Ace Conference, just make sure to register. If you're new to the association, make sure to schedule or register for the new member meetup. It's just going to be a great event. I think the big thing about when we go to these national conferences and whatnot, it's easy to get overwhelmed being a newcomer. So, this is an opportunity to get to know people before you even get there. So I think that's great. And then lastly, I'd like to share, whoops, did I miss it? Well, I think I did it twice, that the Eastern Ace Conference is, the registration's open right now. Make sure that you register. The event is June 20th or 21st to 24th. And I'll make sure to put the link. The early bird is available now. But without further ado, I just wanted to come on here. This week, I was able to go to Harrisonburg, Virginia, for a conference base, which is the Virginia Association of Colleges and Employers, for a conference in Harrisonburg at JMU, my alma mater. And it was just a great event and just some insights I want to share. So one, I think that without telling, we are social beings. And for me, it was a great experience to be face to face with so many people. There was a lot of people where they said, "Hey, Phil, I follow you on LinkedIn," or they came up to me and, apologies that I have so many LinkedIn friends and whatnot that I remember everybody. But now when I see those same names come up in my news feed, it's great to actually have a face to a name and see that person in real life. And so making that face-to-face communication was great. Another thing that I took away was that I know that we go to a lot of conferences and we get inundated with lots of new ideas and sharing ideas and what's going on. And I think one of the things I learned is to rather than be overwhelmed, make sure that when I went to any learning situation or any session, just try to take away one action item from each session, like not try to overwhelm myself with information overload. So I think that when I review my notes today or later this weekend on what I took, notes on the conference, I'll just try to really be specific of what are the one takeaways I got from each session that I can actually implement. And honestly, some of the action items I learned, I think there was some item, things and actions and takeaways I didn't even learn from a session. It was from that networking and having those small conversations with people. Those are some takeaways there. So I'll make sure to do that. And then the last point I like to bring up is that it's a great opportunity to network. We love being face to face. But also, I would say this one thing that I think of in regards to this conference, in regards to relationship building, is the main thing that I'm also going to take away is about following up with people afterwards. I've really met some great, wonderful people at base this week. And I think the work and the collaboration is going to happen way beyond one conference. And so I'm going to be very, very specific and strategic and thoughtful in my follow up with people and making sure I establish that relationship. So I really enjoyed that. I'm really looking forward to another in-person conference, Eastern Ace. I think that being a social butterfly that I am and a woo, that this fueled me up. It filled my bucket, got me really excited for everything that we can do within higher ed. And so hopefully everyone else had some main takeaways. So for those that are looking, one, I apologize about the rescheduling of the Eastern A's conversations with Bob and Phil. But what I will say is, what is one of your one takeaways? If you went to BASE or any professional development in-person conference, what are some takeaways that you took away from those opportunities? Please share those in the comments. All right, have a good day, and we're out.